All right, here's what we're tracking in the Weather Center. We've been pretty busy, actually, following all the sunshine. What a gorgeous weekend we've had so far. And I'll tell you what, this will continue as we end the weekend tomorrow, and it'll actually continue right on into next week. In fact, next week we could see some of the warmest days of 2018. Here's a look at our latest satellite picture, which doesn't show any clouds anywhere over the entire southeastern region. So all of these clear skies. Looking at the temperatures, it'll be a little chilly tonight, but what about how the temperatures will rebound tomorrow? We'll let you know coming up.
All right, Viv, thank you so much. Well, this week was the official opening of a memorial dedicated to the victims of lynching. You see it right here. The National Memorial for Peace and Justice opened in Montgomery, Alabama.
The new memorial represents the thousands of victims of lynching during a 70-year period following the Civil War. Brian Stevenson of the Equal Justice Initiative explains the significance of this museum.
I am persuaded that we're not free yet in America, that we're burdened by this history. It's created a kind of smog that's in the air, and we all breathe it in. And if we're going to get to freedom, we're going to have to talk about these things that we haven't talked about. You can't understand lynching without understanding slavery. Montgomery became one of the most prominent slave trading spaces in America. There were 148 slave traders licensed in this city. Everybody needed slavery to continue. The banks, the hotels, the restaurants, the businesses, everybody. City. 2/3 of the who lived here were enslaved. And so that gave Montgomery even more, I think, authenticity and credibility. This building is sitting on the site where a warehouse existed where enslaved people were held. The whole point of lynching was to raise up this violence. They wanted the entire African American community to see the battered, bloody bodies that they had destroyed. And by raising up the violence, what they are doing is tormenting the African American community. They are taunting the community. They are threatening. They are terrorizing. And you can't appreciate the scale of that terror unless you're walking and with these monuments as they're lifted up over you. And by the time you get to Corridor 3, they're above you. And now you feel shadowed. You feel haunted. And I think we should feel shadowed and haunted by this history. It should hang over us. There's a kind of equality that we haven't achieved yet. There's a kind of community that we haven't achieved yet. But we can't achieve it if we're unwilling to tell the truth about our past.
And developers of the museum say publicly confronting the truth about our history is the first step towards recovery and reconciliation.
It's an important museum. And tonight, 3 people, including a 16-year-old, are in police custody following the deaths of 2 African-American men. A viral social media post detailed the brutal murders of the Oklahoma men, many calling it a modern-day lynching. The bodies of Jared Moreland and Nazelia Smith were found earlier this month, 4 days after the 2 were reported missing. And both men were allegedly shot and killed outside of a grocery store while trying to sell a gun to the suspects. Investigators say the suspects then, quote, tied bricks to the bodies and dumped the bodies in the pond. While police do not believe the murders were racially motivated, the suspects are facing murder and accessory charges.
President George H. Bush will remain in a Houston hospital over the weekend. A Bush family spokesman says that the 93-year-old is in excellent spirits and is still planning on making a trip next month to Maine. President Bush has been moved from the ICU to a regular room. He was hospitalized for a blood infection on Sunday, 1 day after the funeral of his wife, Barbara. And there could be a Sunday showdown at the Mexican border. Hundreds of Central American migrants are planning to cross the border to seek asylum. After a month of travel, a caravan of buses arrived in Tijuana this afternoon. Many say that they are fleeing violent gangs. The president has already said to deny them entry into the country. However, international law requires that their claims be heard. And Greenpeace has dubbed it a floating Chernobyl. In St. Petersburg, Russia, first of its kind floating nuclear power plant. That ship is being towed through the Baltic Sea on its first voyage. It will be up and running next year in the Arctic, and it will provide power for port towns and oil rigs.
Only tonight on CBS 46, we share the inspiring story of a high school baseball team with one of the most unique rosters in our state, and it's a team stat that might shock you.
CBS 46's Adam Murphy and photojournalist Eric Sander introduce you to a team that can teach us all a very important life lesson.
It's that time of year again. Time to spruce up the diamond.
Oh, we're gonna play today.
Wipe the slate clean and play ball on a field where success isn't measured on the scoreboard. For the Cross Keys varsity baseball team, the boys are back.
Ooh.
And so are the girls.
Lena? Oh, man, Lena is so cool.
She's a jewel.
Left.
Playing second base in her second season, Lena Green is a rising star.
When she came out here and I saw her, I was like a little short on the short side, right? But then she threw the ball and my hand hurt.
You know, I like baseball. Baseball is actually pretty fun.
And she's not alone. Also on the roster, 9th grader Mitzi Solario.
I'm not like the best or anything, but I've improved a lot in my skills in baseball.
This is her first year to even play, but she's here every day. Loose, getting the elbow up.
Cross Keys is known as one of the most diverse schools in the state. And the only co-ed team around.
We've got such a great mix of personalities.
Too many personalities isn't always a winning formula.
I mean, I actually get along with them. Everybody seems to get along, you know.
Even when things aren't going well. Like the time when freshman Callan Goins missed a catch and got hit in the face.
You think you could donate blood with that lip?
But there's more to the story than just all with boys. For the Indians, it's a new season. Same old dream.
Being the perennial underdog, it gives you a hunger to lose that tag.
Underdog may be an understatement.
Yeah, we're hoping. Just one W would be great.
Not only has the team not won a game this year, they're riding a 64-game losing streak.
You know, we'd like to see the day come when we are the favorite.
To add insult to injury, it's been 28 years since the Indians had a winning season.
In the face of this type of adversity, a lot of athletes walk away.
In the midst of failure, there is success.
Yep. All right, let's go. Get him in here.
Oh, there's so much potential on this team.
And after chasing the dream, it came down to the final game and a real chance for a win. Every hit, every run is a small victory.
We've been improving, working with each other, and that's what it's all about, like, you know, enjoying what we do.
The coach couldn't have said it better. And yes, they lost again. But as these kids already know, it's not all about winning and losing.
Line them up, guys. That's game.
That's what I like about this group is
all right, let's go.
you just can't take their hearts. You just can't, no matter what.
And while this team may be losing games, they're no doubt winning at life. In Atlanta, Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
Very inspiring story.
Yeah, it's about just trying and trying. So very inspiring kids. One day they'll win. Right?
Hopefully. We hope so. We're rooting for you. Up next, another inspiring film that's helping to save the past for the benefit of future generations.
Plus, why two Atlanta-born rappers are taking their political beef to the airwaves. Also, what heiress Paris Hilton is saying tonight about the release of her sex tape. And to infinity and beyond, the spectacular start for the new Avengers movie.